It's time for a new Whizbang's Workshop card reveal. This one is a Mage Legendary minion, 6 mana 5/5, Puzzle Master Khadgar. Battlecry, equip a 0/6 Wisdom Ball that casts helpful mage spells. Now, the wording of this doesn't really tell you exactly what it does. You equip the Wisdom Ball, but what does the Wisdom Ball do? Well, the Wisdom Ball is a 3 mana weapon. Doesn't really matter, since you equip it right off the bat. At the end of your turn, cast a helpful mage spell, lose 1 durability. There is a video posted from the Play Hearthstone Twitter that kind of shows how this works. It looks like, if my eyes don't deceive me, that this looks like it has to be a Zephyrs-like effect, which is pretty crazy. Granted, you're not discovering the effect. You're not picking the best effect out of Zephyrs' options. The Wisdom Ball is going to, in its infinite wisdom, figure out what spell you need for the situation. In the example, it looked like they had a wide board, so the ball casted Blizzard. This seems really good. It's 6 free spells that should matter. Granted, I guess you can't always know exactly what they're going to cast. Over time, we'll know. But it seems like this is just good. Flat out good. I don't see why you wouldn't play this in a lot of mage decks, definitely slower ones. I don't know if you would necessarily play this in like a burn deck, unless you're looking for lethal. I guess this could find lethal, but that's a rare circumstance, and I doubt you'd be looking to plop Khadgar down on 6 and then kill them. I guess if you can get them to 10, does it cast Pyroblast? I suppose that's leaving standard though, right? So probably not. Maybe in wild. This seems good. Like, genuinely, this seems like a really good card. If there's any sort of mage deck that is even moderately taking its time, I think you just put this in. There's no deck building restriction outside of the fact that it's a 6 mana card. But people are playing Egwin right now in some mage decks. People are playing Sif. Now, granted, Sif kills people. True. Don't like that card. But this card seems really interesting. Zephyrs was really good. This is like 6 unspecific Zephyrs for 6 mana. Susceptible to weapon removal, of course, and there are a decent amount of good weapons in the set right now, so it's good to keep that in mind, that this isn't foolproof. They could just rip your weapon out of your hand, but if they don't have that, every turn getting something to kind of stabilize yourself, or getting something useful in your hand, or doing something on the board, or hitting them in the face, whatever the situation calls for, I like this card. I personally think this will probably see play in slower decks. Now, there is one thing to consider, which is there going to be a deck that is going to support this? I guess we'll see. As far as I remember, I don't believe there have been any other Mage card reveals, but, see as time goes on. When it comes time to review this, though, I hadn't really thought about if I would do like a rating system or not, and I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think constructing like a star rating system would be good, and also it would be derivative. So I'm just going to go with a flat, unsure, good, not good. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say Khadgar is good. It just does so much. It's so valuable. It's at the end of your turn, so you're going to at least get it to proc once. 6 mana Zephyrs. Is that good? Yeah. No deck building restriction? Yeah, I think that actually is pretty good. I'm going to go with thumbs up. I'm going to say this is a good card. Put this in your mage deck, but not all of your mage decks.